friends, today it's time to balance the books of March. So today I think I have the most books ever acquired, but also the most books ever off my TBR, because so many of the books that I read were actual books from my TBR, not just like random books from the library. I did actually do super well in March, but I fucked up in February. So I said that at the end of March, I would have to have read or DNF'd or whatever, got rid of 4 more books than I put onto my TBR. So let's just get into it. This is gonna be an interesting one, but I'm not gonna spoil anything. We're just gonna get through all of the books. So let's start with the books that I bought and arcs that I received. I got an arc of Spin. I bought an ebook of Theatrical. I bought Life After Life. I bought When the Curtain Falls, which I have already DNF'd. I bought The Nowhere Girls, which I have already read. I bought Wing Jones. I bought Starflight. I bought If We Were Villains. I got an arc of The Sword and the Dagger, which I have since already removed from my TBR again. Technically I DNF'd it, but I was not very far into it. Had some weird racial things in there. I just didn't really feel good about reading it, and so I just kind of deleted it off my TBR for now. I also got an arc of Soul Stealers. I bought A Question of Homes, which I have already read. I bought Kings of the Wild. I bought The Assassin's Curse. And I bought Steel Prince, which I have already read. So I feel like this is also probably the pile of books that I've read the most of so far. Like usually from the books that I acquire in a month, I maybe read like one that same month, and there were quite a lot of books in here that I read immediately after I got them, so that's really cool. Now let's get into all of the other books that I finished or DNF'd. I read Last Call at the Nightshade Lounge. I read Courting Darkness. I read Words in Deep Blue. I DNF'd Again But Better. I read Secrets for the Mad. I read How It Feels to Fly. I read How to Make a Wish. I read The Girl from Everywhere. I DNF'd Sherwood. I read The Meaning of Birds, and I DNF'd The Warrior Heir. I hope I mentioned everything. I always write it down, but with the amount of books that I have today, it is quite hard to keep track of it. So I'm hoping I have actually mentioned everything. But as you might be able to tell, I just want to say, first off, just a round of applause. Considering how many books I got this month, I held up quite well and was able to get 2 books of my TBR, despite everything that I acquired this month. So I am not mad about it. And I also, you're gonna be like, who is this girl? But I have actually already thought about 2 books that I'm gonna get rid of additionally. So no drama. And I mean, I said this in last month's Balancing the Books. I was like, next month I will have -4 books. And if I don't, then I'm gonna get rid of stuff, and there is no going back. There's no, no excuses. Even though I reread City of Bones this month, which is almost 500 pages, like I could give myself an out being like, it's a big book that I reread, blah, blah, blah. But I said, no escape. The rule for March is -4 books, and I didn't quite reach it with my reading and my DNFs. But first off, oh my god, they're on top of the pile, even though that I didn't plan this. I have a pile of books here that I'm unsure-ish about. I reorganized my TBR the other day, and now on the actual shelf, there's only books that I am truly super interested in. And then I have this stack, which is just kind of books that I'm just a little bit unsure about, that I maybe potentially will do like a trash my TBR for, or I don't know, do like try a chapter. I'm not really sure what's actually gonna happen with this stack, but I thought it was kind of good to do like a physical thing where I actually realized, okay, these are books that I am not 100% interested in, or don't know at all what they are about, so I'm really not sure what it is with them. Just to kind of have this reminder, this is the stack of books I'm not sure about. And so, funnily enough, during the last month, I heard not so good things about exactly 2 of the books that are already in this stack. And so it was like a really quick and easy decision for me to decide to get rid of them because I was already unsure about them in the first place. So the first book I'm getting rid of is Do Not Disturb by A.R. Toh. This was suggested by Sarah from Books for Tea, and as I said, it was already in the pile. I wanted to continue originally because I really enjoyed The Girl in 6E, but it's been a long while. It's been quite a long while since I read that first book, so I'm no longer invested in the characters, which is what would have kept me going. And then, you know, Sarah not saying good things about it, I was like, well, that's going. That was easy. And then the other one, as I said, funnily enough, both at the top of the pile, the other one is Strands of Bronze and Gold by Jane Nickerson, because Trina from Between Chapters DNF'd this recently and said something about how there's some problematic racial stuff in there, and that was already like in the first 8%. And so I looked up some reviews for it and saw that there's actually like stuff going on about like a plantation, and just honestly it just read like just pure racism. So I was just like, nope. And y'all know, if you've been watching my Balancing the Books, I've been contemplating getting rid of this one anyway, because I really wasn't sure if I was interested in it, and it kept being like the one book that I choose. I just stared at her boobs for a bit there. But yeah, it would always be a book that I was thinking about getting rid of, or that I wanted to do like a thing for, where I like give myself a month to read it, and if I don't, then I'll just get rid of it and blah blah blah. Mostly because I truly love the cover, as you were just able to tell. I'm the worst. But you know, knowing there's racism in there, I have 0 regrets about getting rid of it. And so I made it. 122 books on my TBR. Cannot believe it. I actually did it. I am genuinely proud of myself, even though I should not be, because I shouldn't even be at that high of a number. But just looking at this month, not even looking at this month, I should be proud of myself considering how many fucking books I acquired. I graduated. I said this on Instagram too. I'm like, I graduated. Like, I was just in a treat yourself mood. I don't know. Someday this will stop. Once I bought everything that's on Medium Ops, I guess. But yeah, I'm still really proud of my progress today. And I feel like this month I was really kind of having an overview of what I buy and what I read and what I DNF and stuff like that. I feel like I was kind of more in control this month, because I was, and I keep track every month, but I feel like this month I was really paying attention, and every time I bought something I was like, am I able to, you know, like get rid of as much as I buy and stuff. So I am proud of myself because I feel like I was really in control this month. So yeah, this was a great episode of Balancing the Books. For next month, it's the old rules again, because I achieved this thing and there's nothing kind of left. So I have to definitely be equal, but hopefully we'll have -3. Oh, it would be wonderful to get under 120. Who knows? And maybe I'll unhaul more books from my TBR before I move. I don't really know. We're gonna see, but I'm excited for what April is gonna bring. I'm not being too optimistic because that has not served me well in the past. But for today, I'm happy with my progress. April is a new chapter. Let's see how it goes. Anyway, let me know what you thought of this process. Let me know if you're proud of me. And if you're looking for any of my specific thoughts, a lot of the books that I mentioned today were in my most recent Medium Ops book haul, and the other ones are gonna come up in my next book haul. That's kind of soon-ish. I don't even know. My schedule is all over the place. And then I obviously talk about all of these books in my wrap-ups for the month, and the DNFs this month, they're gonna be in my next recent DNFs video, which is also coming very soon. So if you're looking for specific opinions and things about any of these books, they are either already out there or coming your way very, very soon. So that's that. And yeah, I make new videos every Wednesday and Sunday with occasional reviews on Friday. So click subscribe to never miss anything and hit the little bell so you get notified as well. And thank you so much for watching. I guess I'll see you soon. Bye!